people
Right.
that go to all the meetings.
So they already know about the election. It's the other people you got to reach. It's not the people who already know. That it's the others. The others.
The people I saw them were the same people I see when I do go. When I went to the meeting the week before, same people, and they were already had picked who they wanted, and it was very biased. And I'm like, and what's the next upcoming event? Buy Easter eggs, and then we have an online auction for St. Patrick's Day. No, I'm going to have a long talk with my team, with the team I'm on, and I'm going to say this is what we need to do. We need to, and John Davis had a lot to say about radio.
Well, John Davis not going to say anything good about anybody except John Davis. Anybody. Oops, shut up. Hi, y'all. Y'all having a good day? We're going to spoil it for you. Just hang in there. Home of the deplorables. What? I'm not live anymore?
I know you're not live.
I thought you said I was live.
We're live.
Well, why am I not live if we're live?
Because he was number one.
Do. I think they can hear me now. What? Before they did hear me, but they can't hear me now. Okay, it's time. Close enough. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you well.
Hi, y'all.
Hi.
Everybody good?
We're good.
Y'all having a good time?
We're ready to rock. Got a lot to talk about.
Rock and roll.
Let me see. What can we talk about?
Well, we can talk about going to see a movie with no audio on it, Silent Film Days.
That's on TV every 3 months. He told me that, and I was like, "You could."
From the crime-ridden part of Jacksonville, we come to you today.
Yes.
That's the reason I got all that security around here, right?
Yes.
We'll talk about it. We're now back for another Friday Eve. It is Thursday already, right? Seems like we were just here, sort of like Back to the Future or Groundhog Day. So much has happened to interfere with my normalcy. Did I mention normalcy and me and referring to me as
in the same sentence?
Scary.
Well, it's been a crazy week.
What is crazy? Yeah. I sometimes have a hard time deciding which way is up. I do have one advantage over the vast majority of y'all, as I am a member of a tiny but very elite minority.
Oh, here we go.
Scuba divers.
Bingo! When we don't know which way is up, we simply exhale, then follow the bubbles from our exhaust to the surface of the ocean, and all is well on Earth.
And
Don't y'all wish that when you didn't know which way was up, all you had to do was go, and you hear,
and where are the bubbles
and
coming
then you just
from?
put from my exhaust,
Okay.
and then I just exhale and just follow the bubbles to the surface.
See, Royce said he could hear us.
I know he can hear us.
We were messing around, Royce.
Yeah, we're just picking Royce. Good morning, I'm Rayford Brown, and we welcome you with open arms to the Thursday edition of Live and Local Real Talk. And if we can't come up with something to talk about, there are plenty of some ones to keep us hopping.
Good morning. I'm Chris Marks, 910-333-0139. Let's hear from you.
And good morning, I'm Lee Barrels. I'm glad you're back today, Chris.
Thank you.
I'm glad you
Good to be
had
back.
such an exciting night.
Yeah.
Well,
Heels won.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
See, Rayford,
some will say that about the election, too.
Oh, I did some more research last night. I did some more research, Rayford.
You set them up, I'll knock them out of the ballpark, okay?
Mhm.
If during the next couple hours you simply lose control, if you lose control of your senses or whatever, you can't keep quiet one more minute, and you have something you want to get off your chest finally, the mild-mannered, ever-tantalizing team of deplorables, we're here for you. And the number again, Chris, is
910-333-0139.
That'll put you right here, right beside us, in the co-pilot seats. We got space, see, all around here. Don't be a stranger. Call us and introduce yourselves. We'd like to hear from you. If you're new to the area, we'd love to hear from you. And the burning question that I'm going to still have, did you vote? Did you vote this week? or prior to this week, in the 3 weeks leading up to this week? Were you one of the 11,314, I think it was? 14,130 something?
Yeah.
Who
We had
actually
a
voted?
11.44% turnout. in
14,816 people voted, but you had a choice there. We can vote or don't vote. We understand that. But there are 129,537 of you who are registered to vote in Onslow County, and 14,816 showed up. Thank you for that, y'all. Doing your
I told
job.
you, I went all the way back to 2014 for every midterm and presidential election.
And we set a record.
And we set a record
That's
this
not
last
good.
election. The worst.
Oh,
A low record. Low record.
We went to the the bad end of the whole mess.
Well-
114,721 people in Onslow County who were registered to vote did not show up. We wasted $100,000 minimum on this election.
Yeah.
That's what it cost us. We didn't. You hear of people, particularly in corporate levels, those who do finances and stuff, talk about the ROI. What is the ROI? What if in a department in a big corporation or something, you've got departments and they always say, "Hey, I want to do this. I want to add this. I want to." Well, what the bean counter is the first thing they say.
return on
What is the
investment.
return on the investment for that $100,000 you want to spend for new cameras and this and this? How much are we going to get back because of that?
Well,
How
I
much?
think
What is our return on this investment for 114,721 who did not show up?
we suck.
Finally, I got just a straight bottom line
Well,
answer.
Let me tell you, I pulled some more numbers last night because you know I'm on a roll now.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm going to keep
Onslow
you there, too.
County
That's
is
good.
part of the 3rd Congressional District,
How many
which is
counties?
comprised of 9 counties.
9 counties. And we
Onslow
are.
County is the largest county in the 3rd Congressional District. Guess who had the lowest voter turnout?
That would be Wake.
Onslow County
Mhm.
at 11.44. I'll run through these real quick. Pitt County, 15.71%.
Not much better.
Lenore County, 16.73.
Mhm.
Wilson County, 18.41. Greene, 19.71. Wayne County, 21.49. Duplin, 21.93.
21.93.
Duplin.
22% in Duplin County.
They had a population of 31,832 registered
Registered
voters.
voters.
Sampson County,
Wow.
24.81. And there's just a little smidgen in the left upper corner, the western part of the county that goes into District 7.
Uh-huh.
And then Jones County won the top honors with their 1,805 people registered there. 25.91% went out to vote.
A quarter of their population of registered voters voted.
Yes.
More than double
Yes.
the turnout here in Onslow County. What did they have that we don't have?
Well,
People who care.
that's a good point. Excellent point, because that may answer my question to our viewers. Give us a call and tell us why you didn't vote or why you did vote.
And I would like to hear from some people because as I've been talking to people, asking them about, did you vote? I've had quite a few people say, I didn't even know there was an election going
That's
on.
scary.
Like-
That's scary. Now, we had a caller yesterday, Steve. I respect Steve.
Yes.
And I respect his reasons for not voting yesterday.
Right.
I understand that. I can deal with that. But I'd like to hear from y'all. Why didn't you vote? Did you just not know about it? Did you? You cannot not know about it. It was going to happen. Did you just say, "Oh, not that big a deal. It's only a primary election. We're not picking who"? Yeah, we did. In a school board race, for instance, here in Onslow
Yes.
County, the winners of that are now on the school board for the next
Right.
4 years
That's right.
Yep.
of the primary.
That's right.
Hello. In
I'm
the sheriff's
just-
race, in the district attorney's race, in a number, there are no Democrats.
That's right.
running.
You did
So
not
they
see.
they were elected in this primary election.
You
So
did
this
not
is
see
important.
Congressman Murphy on the ballot
Because
because there
there-
was no Republicans running against him.
But he still got opposition in December.
That's right. There's still opposition in December. It's a Democrat, last
So,
name Smith.
Because of that, because he's not on the list here, you did. What is the most important
Right.
race that we have in North Carolina this year? In all 100 counties, what is the most important race
In the county?
for all of the counties? The one race that was on every ticket, every ballot in North Carolina.
Also county commissioners.
Nope. In every ballot in North Carolina, one race.
The
the
U.S.
Senate
Senate.
race.
Right.
Why didn't everybody turn out for that?
Right.
That is going to make a huge difference in what this
Mhm.
country, how this country is shaped.
Well,
And if you don't show up now, are you going to show up in November?
I have to throw our U.S. Congressman in there too. He's been serving this area since 2019.
He's pretty well a shoe in, but
And
that's
though-
beside the point.
Well, the
Anything
district
can
has
happen.
changed.
I know it has.
And where he had all that on the east side is now gone.
Mhm.
Onslow County is going to be up to you if you want Congressman Murphy back in there.
Okay,
If you want Michael Watley,
there are 9 counties in the third congressional district,
that's
correct?
correct.
There were not that long ago, unless my memory is out there in La La Land, we had 13 counties and
Yeah, so I was up to 17 at one time.
we had 17 counties. Now we're
Yes.
down to 9 counties. Why is
Right.
that? Well, let me explain it to you for just a second.
Mm,
The districts are made up or determined by the number of people living in there. If you got 10 districts in North Carolina, they will divide up the population of the entire state, and they will divide it up so that each district will have approximately the same number of people who are going to vote or should vote.
unless you live in a city and have wards. Go ahead.
No, that's still the way it will be done.
Go
The
ahead.
congressional districts are set
Mhm.
up across in every state, but just to pick North Carolina, and they'll pick the number and divide it up and split up the entire population of North Carolina by the number of districts they have. And
Right.
then they look for look
Well-
for counties that will give you that number of people. And we have grown so much in Onslow County,
Mhm.
and apparently in a couple of other places in what is now the third district, that we're getting close to being one of the bigger districts in North Carolina. You get
Well-
out of Mecklenburg, you get out of Wake County, and what's that other county up to the north?
Orange County.
Orange County. I knew it was some kind of a color.
right.
Um,
You've got
we need a pink county.
Watauga. You've got
But anyway, you got these areas that are big. They're going to have a bigger population, but they have fewer counties in them.
Right. Well, let's be honest about one thing though, Rayford, and I'll put it out there.
Why?
Let's be honest.
Now, why?
The Republicans are in control in the North Carolina General Assembly.
Today,
They went ahead and redid the maps to their benefit.
of course.
And let me tell you though, before you Democrats get all about gerrymandering, Democratic control does the same thing.
Of course.
It's all part of the political.
You get a chance next
game.
year when we lose a congressman, the Democrat takes over for the third
We're not going to
congressional
lose
district.
him.
When y'all got the Democrats, shame on you. You can't even mount a good campaign, but you did statewide. You did statewide.
They were out in Onslow.
Yeah.
But they were out in Onslow. But Onslow, let's just take the one,
Mhm.
the Senate seat. They had almost as many people, the Democrats here in Onslow County, turn out and vote in that race
Mhm.
as the Republicans did. Did you know that?
I'm telling you.
And I'm not bad. I've been badgering the Democrats because they haven't mounted any campaigns. And when you don't
They've
mount a
been out there.
campaign, then we got to pick on the other side. We got to pick the least
Mhm.
one that we like. Right?
I just will say that I don't
Instead
know
of the
what
best.
happened. I don't know what's going on. I will say that this is the worst turnout that Onslow County has had in an extremely long time. We need to do better. And right now, being part of the third congressional district, we are the county that's going to hold it together. We are the county with the glue. We are the county that these other 8 counties are going to look towards for leadership,
Yeah.
to get us out there, to get the whole district voting. We are the mama county. the daddy county, whichever you want to be. Can't be both.
Pick a pronoun.
Pick a pronoun. But we are the county that's going to lead the 3rd congressional district. So we need to make sure that everyone knows about the election in November and everybody's interested.
Well, you got to have some interest. And if there is no other race, if you just don't really give a rat's rear end about who the county commissioners are going to be, because the Board of Education's already decided y'all screwed up and didn't get out there and do anything.
Mhm.
But there's one race. There's the Senate race. The secondary is going to be the congressional race. In the 3rd district, there's not much chance that anybody's going to beat Murphy in November. Okay.
Mhm.
But you got to, unless you guys out there don't turn out.
You have a very strong Democrat.
If you don't turn out, you're going to lose the 3rd district. Okay.
You're going to use it.
And then what that goes, oh my goodness gracious. And then that goes the entire state of North Carolina.
Well,
Can you imagine the Democrats being so strong in Oslo County come November that they help decide who the next senator is going to be? That they, if it's close,
Well,
that they
people
put it over.
need to vote. And I like what Roy Love said yesterday on our page. The first thing he said was, I went out and did my duty. I
Yeah.
voted and it made me feel like an American,
Yep.
and
was
I'm like,
Proud
yeah.
to get that little
Way to
sticker.
go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Where did we go? Oh yeah, we had to go to a funeral right after. I didn't put my sticker on. I forgot to put it on when I left the Board of Education, the Board of Elections.
I know.
That
I
voting
didn't.
place.
Mine,
But when I got over there, Robbie we went to the funeral together. And one of the first things the guy said, greeting us at the door, "Thank you for voting."
Yes.
hey,
Yes.
Okay.
let me
We need
just
to do better. Go ahead,
let me give
Chris.
you a couple of thoughts. First off, Rayford, a month or so ago when the races first started, you made a great point. Who would we, as a citizen, be most concerned with? Who has the most impact on our lives? On our lives right here.
Every city councilman in Jacksonville, every city councilman in Holly Ridge, in Swansboro, in Richlands, and North Topsail, then the entire county commissioners,
Thank
the
you.
Board of County Commissioners, and
Mhm.
the Board of Education. Because I don't care whether you got young'uns or not, or grand young'uns. Maybe you just ain't never had them. Maybe you don't ever want any. Maybe they're all gone. Maybe they're in another world, another state. But you get taxed anyway.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. So the Board of Education, what they do impacts you because I forgot what the percentage is. The very large percentage of the entire Onslow County local budget, the money that we pay in property taxes, a very large chunk of that goes to the school system.
Yeah,
part-
most of the budget does.
I think part of it is and I don't know, have the numbers to back it up. It's just a theory that the city residents
Of Jacksonville.
did not show out to vote because the first thing you consider yourself is what? City or county?
Yeah, your city.
Your city. So think about it.
I know.
When you first think, okay, where do you live? I live in Jacksonville. When it comes to voting, do you think so
I
there
can
was no
tell
city
you.
voting going on?
I can tell you, Chris, and it's because I've been in the charts and stuff, that the turnout for Northeast, the Commons,
Mhm.
the Commons was a huge turnout. On election day, Bryn Mawr was a good turnout. Northwoods was a good turnout. The Commons was a very good turnout, and those are city. Those are all
Right.
city voters.
Right.
What kind of percentage did they have? Do you know?
That's my concern because when I saw posts from people that lived in this city, I don't live in the city. I was thinking the post that I saw,
Mhm.
102 people showed up on that particular day, and that was voting day. That was the last day to vote.
Well, there were
Right.
only 6,000 voted totally during that.
I have to look up
Early
all the
time.
numbers,
You
and what
told
I'm
me.
waiting for is a breakdown on all the numbers that tells you exactly how many Democrats voted, how many Republicans unaffiliated, how many votes went to each candidate as far as party affiliation. That they have not got yet.
I'm going to be
going
interested
to.
in that. Then I'm going to tear that apart too,
Mhm.
y'all.
And so the people in the county, which we all belong to, whether you're Swansboro, you're Richlands, Sneed's Ferry, these areas. I don't know which of those communities voted the most.
I get the big map.
But
We'll find out.
You go to a week or two before the final day, final Tuesday. And
See, they've not got the numbers yet, but
yet.
from what I did see on my other chart, that the big areas were those 3 city polls on the last day of election. But
Well, there will be numbers, but I'd like to know what the percentage.
I'd love to see it
well,
by
the numbers
ward.
will give you the percentage, but they have to do them first.
I'd love to know it by ward, but that opens up another. But I would like to see it.
Going to have
me
what
see.
0.02%.
Yeah, but I just
Are you Crossroads?
right after. Do you remember seeing? Which I know you don't really like Facebook, but all the nasty things were being said. Yeah, about the reevaluations. Not that the county commissioners, they got theirs up as well. People complained about it. Let's get rid of them. But, and I'm not saying that's not the answer, because I think Senator Lazara and the folks up in Raleigh are going to take care of that. But did they go out and vote?
They screamed and hollered about it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there were 2 county commissioners, 2 candidates, 2 people who are on the board who were running for re-election. The 2 top vote getters were those 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
So all of your negativity fell by the wayside. In fact, they were much higher than anyone else, than even the third place and 4th place and 5th place. Those were relatively close.
They were.
Third place, there were 3 seats. So she's got it until they count the provisional ballots, right? But currently, that's 134 votes, if I remember correctly. 134 votes separated Whitney from Walter Scott. Walter Scott and Mr. Jarman, 10 votes or 12 votes, something like that.
It was just close.
It was close. I mean, it was within a dozen votes between the 2 of them. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th were like neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so your votes do count, people. Every vote you cast counts.
Oh, sure. Every vote counts. And let me just say this. And Royce just brought this up, and I was actually going to make mention of this also.
He read your mind. He's
reading my mind.
He's got something implanted.
Drink your coffee, Royce.
Have you noticed he sits close to you every time he comes in here so he can program
Would you stop? And he brought up, should the county spend our tax dollars to promote voter turnout? Now, I can remember a year, and this was, Royce, if you remember, was it 2022, 2024? I think it had to be 2022, somewhere up in there, where the voter turnout was not going well. And the Board of Elections started a promotion. In fact, I think there was mailers sent out. They were promoting it continuously on social media about getting out to vote. Is this something that we need to look at doing it again? And if the county sends out flyers to everybody in Onslow County eligible voters, that's going to cost a lot of money.
Well,
should we be doing that?
Let's do this. But you come to the cheap spending guy who had a budget, okay, that I had to abide by, and I wanted the most return I could get for what I was doing. This was in TV. Why don't on every email that the individual county commissioners send out and that the county sends out, every piece of document, everything is, I don't care if it's a letter to Joe Blow, have on the bottom of that letter the election dates for next whatever coming up. The next election dates.
You bring that
cheap.
up.
It's cheap.
And I remember
Doesn't
the county
cost.
commissioners now talking about it at the commissioners meeting. Every meeting there for a while, they were talking about get out and vote. They were also putting it all over their websites. Get out to vote. Get out to vote. I remember that
That's
year.
cheap. That doesn't cost you anything.
Right.
Well, I got
But
to
every piece of correspondence that goes to an
Ooh.
individual or a group of individuals should have that included. You put your name on it. Why don't you put this on it?
I think if it hadn't been for all the signs that were on all the major roads, people wouldn't have known that
But
there was
you know
something
what?
going on.
That's a good point, but there wasn't as many signs this
No.
primary as there
No, there
usually
were not.
is, because there was people I never saw their signs. And going back real quick,
Couple
you
of
were
them didn't have
right.
any.
Yeah.
Whitney beat Walter by 34 votes.
What?
34
Do the
votes.
math again. Give me the two numbers.
4365. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to take the 2 from 3. 134
Thank
votes.
you very much.
Okay. All right. And she beat Walter by 134 votes. Walter beat Elliott by 11 votes.
Told you it was about a dozen.
11. So, and Tyler Googe, which nobody ever saw or heard or saw a sign from, was able to get 1,115.
You want me to tell you where those 1,015 came from?
The alphabet.
Nope.
People who didn't know didn't care.
No, those came from that social media crowd. So you guys who were the anti people, you got 1,000 votes on from your Facebook negativity.
Well,
What do you think about that as a likelihood?
now I want to say, we didn't get a lot on for this primary because there was a lot of people there. No, I'm not worried about it, but we've been promoting it for months and months. We've been talking about it. We've had people come on the show. Royce came on, announced his reelection bid. So did Tim Foster. Whitney came on, Walter Scott came on, and Elliott came on, for the county commissioners. So we gave people the opportunity to listen to these people. And we didn't so much go after what's your format. I mean, what do you plan on doing?
We want to know about
We want to
you.
know about you. And they all did excellent as
We
far
had
as
the sheriff to come on.
That's right.
Not even have any opposition,
That's right.
Democrat or Republican. We did not get Ernie Lee on because he's been busy. I'm trying to get him on anyway, but not about the election. The election doesn't concern him as much as other stuff, like being in
Right.
court to try all
Right.
these idiots that have to appear every day. I understand that, but it's like, come on, people.
You mentioned Sheriff Thomas.
Oh yeah,
And he came on, talked a lot about what's been happening at the sheriff's department,
which is what we want to know.
our sheriff's office. But one of the last things he said is, "I'd like your vote
Yeah,
on election
That was
day."
the last thing.
And he's running unopposed, and he's still saying, "I would like your vote."
Senator Lazar was running
Yes.
unopposed, and
He was
but
on
he was
early.
still out there.
Well, he was in here early too.
That's right. He's still out there campaigning and talking to people. And
He puts up signs when he has no opposition.
I've seen Carson Smith twice in the last 3 weeks, and that's more than I've seen him in 6 or 7 years.
I think I
I'm
saw
like,
him when I
but
had
he's been out.
when I bought lunch for him one day years ago.
He's been
when he
out.
was
He's
sheriff.
been out.
Okay, here's a question. It's 7:25.
We got to do weather.
Well, besides having to do weather, we haven't heard one of our viewers call and say why they did or didn't vote. Have we gotten to the point where we just don't care because
Well, that one's working.
that we just
That one's working. Son of a gun.
Believe me, I heard from quite a few. Mm.
I heard from them, but some of them are afraid. Okay. For those lucky enough to have the right boat, the right crew, and the personal expertise, time to take a trip to the blue water, y'all. Conditions are good right now and should be pretty good for at least a few days. Yes, I said it. It's finally time. Today, offshore out to 20 nautical miles, you're going to have to go where there's temperature breaks where the water is decent. It's still too rough, not rough, but too cold inside,
Too cold
real close
for
to
me.
shore. Offshore out to 20 nautical miles, southwesterly winds 5 to 10 knots, east 3 to 5, 10-second intervals, 2 to 3 feet near shore. Sounds and rivers, a light chop, widespread dense fog this morning, as we've seen already. Not so much in Jacksonville, the surrounding area. Then patchy fog. There's still a chance of patchy fog this afternoon over the ocean. Make sure you have good navigation equipment if you're going out there. A GPS,
Yes.
mandatory,
Yes.
primary for you, with a compass and some knowledge of exactly where you are and a chart to get you back home. Let me just go for just a second on that one. Your GPS is great. It's kind of like diving. You're in great condition. Anybody can dive and you don't even know how to swim. You can dive because you got all this equipment.
Dive.
And believe it or not, one of the main organizations did not require you to be able to swim at one time until one guy that was certified drowned because his equipment failed.
Would that be the Coast Guard?
No.
Okay.
This Coast Guard doesn't certify you for diving. This is one of the PADI, Professional Association of Diving Instructors. But anyway, he was certified and he drowned because his gear stopped working. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, he ran out of air, and there's no way to put air into your vest when you're out of air. So he drowned in a pond. In a pond? Yeah, deep water pond, but he drowned. Okay. Is your primary your GPS if it blows a fuse? You got a spare? Do you know how to change it? If it just quits working, there's a little smoke comes out of it. They do. From time to time, things quit. What are you going to do when you're 20 miles offshore? You look around. There are no landmarks out there. They are, but they're on the bottom. But, your GPS is dead, so you can't even read what the bottom and how deep the water is. You need to have a compass on board, and you need to know kind of where you were when all this stuff stopped. And then you need to put a point there on the map where you were when everything stopped working. And then you plot a course with a compass from there back to the inlet that you came out of. You'll get close to it. The closer to land you get, the more likely you'll see landmarks from about 5 miles out. It's all buildings and stuff. Then you can start making your way there visually. Other than that, you're going to be relying on the compass. Got it? Friday, southwesterly winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 2 to 4, 10 seconds apart. Saturday, southwesterly winds 5 to 10, increasing in the afternoon 10 to 15, seas 2 to 4, still will be 10 seconds apart. Sounds and rivers of light chop, increasing to a moderate chop in the afternoon.
Today, partly sunny with a high near 78. Light southwest wind becoming south 5 to 10 miles per hour in the morning. Winds could gust as high as 16. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 60. Friday, partly sunny with a high near 80. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 79. And Sunday, a chance of showers late in the afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 79. This is perfect weather right now because you don't have to run your heat.
That's right.
And you don't have to run your air conditioner.
Yeah.
Open a window, turn on a fan.
That was
save
one of those
them.
little monkeys you wind up and turn on, right?
Yeah.
The little tambourine.
Ward over there in Cedar Point this morning, it was 53 degrees about an hour ago or so, 99% humidity. Barometric pressure was 30.31 and rising. He had a light southwesterly breeze at the time, but he said he was sucked in by the fog. That was at Cedar Point. Lee in Woodlands this morning, our little Lee here. It was 55 when she left home, 99% humidity, 30.52 barometric pressure, no wind, and no fog.
No fog.
Ken out in Oslo Bay down the road here a little bit off Rocky Run Road, 54 degrees, 96% humidity, dense fog. Randy in Southwest, 55 degrees, 95% humidity, calm, nothing on the rain gauge. He has some ground fog. You can still see, but he had ground fog. And Joe down in the borough in Swansboro, 52 degrees, 95% humidity, 30.06 inches of mercury. It was calm, no rain, and heavy fog. Lee in Back Swamp, 56 degrees, 99% humidity, 30.05 in the barometric pressure. No wind, no rain, extremely foggy at the time, he said. Brian, who's also in the borough, 53 degrees, 93% humidity, 29.90 inches in the barometric pressure. No wind, no rain, of course. Carol, reporting in from River Bend this morning. She and Dale live there, 54 degrees, 99% humidity, calm, a lot of fog. Her words exactly, a lot of fog. Studio this morning here in Country Club, it was 52 degrees, 99% humidity. And no wind, no rain, and we had fog, but it was way up in the air, way up there, probably 1,000 feet up. And now we're at 53 degrees, so we've actually dropped. Oh, yeah, we come up 1 degree. Charlie, up there in Pocasset, Massachusetts, 32 degrees. Yeah, wow. No new precipitation. Vermont, gentleman from there, had 28 degrees. No new precip and Prospect, Maine, 34 degrees. And they had some breeze up there out of the north, 36 inches of stuff still on the ground, but including 4 inches of new snow overnight. And it was beginning to melt, but it's still a lot of snow to get rid of. East Falmouth, Massachusetts, 27 degrees and no new precip. And we have on the phone.
We have Phil from
OH.
Oh,
IO.
I know. He
y'all
said,
is about as bad as Roll Tide.
he said something yesterday about OH, and I said IA. I wanted to go to Iowa, Ohio, and Iowa.
Yeah,
Messed
I
him up.
get you. So, what's your
Well, I tried to
temperature?
get my dollar from North Carolina, but they wouldn't give it to me.
Yeah.
How chilly are you?
It's about 40 degrees.
That's
Yeah,
nice
right.
there.
Not too bad.
Not bad.
Is the snow
Ohio,
melting?
Ohio.
Has the snow
There's no
melted?
snow. Yes.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I'm ready for spring.
We all are.
Spring has sprung. The summer will be saying
Spring to fall.
this. Spring has sprung, fall has fell, summer will be here, and it'll be hotter than.
Hades.
Far right. Far right.
You
is
just really
trying
wanted to
abolish
see me spit my
property
coffee out.
taxes.
I still say some of the best trips I've ever taken were to be in Ohio, whether Centerville or Columbus around the holidays of July 4th. Just the most absolute friendliest people you'll ever meet.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great events.
I've never been. I did go to Cincinnati, but it was a fly in, and it was one of
That's
those.
in Kentucky.
Yeah, that's pretty much the case.
That's North in Kentucky.
Yeah, but I flew in there for a meeting, and one of the things there in Cincinnati that I really enjoyed was the zoo. We had some time off, so I made it to the zoo. From wherever we were, I could walk it, so I was within a mile or two.
That's cool.
So many
So
places I can
I
go.
took the little trip over there, walked over there, and did the zoo. And one of the coolest things in the zoo was the polar bears. And because they got a glassed-in deal, and I was outside looking up into the water where the polar bears were, and to watch those guys swim underwater,
Mhm.
it was like, wow.
Yeah.
That was the highlight of my trip. I have no clue what we did in the meeting, but
Yeah. Columbus Zoo, I haven't been to the zoo. It's up in Dublin area. They had something similar to that for the polar bears.
wow, I love them.
But the radical right is trying to abolish property taxes.
I
know it never
happened.
And they don't understand that if they get rid of property tax, where's these local municipalities, state, well, not the state, but the county gets their funding?
I can tell you where they're getting the funding.
Sales
It will be
tax.
in something called sales taxes.
Won't be enough.
Sales tax, but also in Ohio, they have
Income tax.
municipality income tax. 2%, between 2 and 2.5% of your income tax
Yep.
goes towards help the property value
And,
and everything.
and I'll
That
guarantee
will
you,
probably also go up too.
and I'll guarantee you that 2% income tax will not. It will be taken out of Social Security checks as well and retirement checks.
Yes, they don't think of that. It's I'm looking to buy a house now, and every houses I look at, people outbids me. And so, but yeah, so, and I'm trying to explain to people. I say, yeah, where are they going to get the extra money for their stuff? They're not. The local government still has to be funded and everything. And people's like,
I hadn't thought about that, but it will go up. They can do everything. And they can put taxes on everything. Increase the taxes a little bit here and a little bit there. How about your trash pickup, or how about how much it costs for a gallon of water that you drink or you flush down the drain? How about all of that stuff?
Mhm.
Just a few pennies increase on every gallon that you use, it can add up, and it will add up. If you don't believe it, get a leak.
Yeah.
You'll find out
I
how
know.
much it
Yeah,
costs.
hard way.
Drip by drip, it costs. So
But
Phil, when was the last mid-year vote in Columbus? Do you remember?
last year,
Last year?
yeah, because our governor race is this year.
Okay.
Vicky is running for governor. That was a president he was trying to run for president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know how that went. So last year, do you recall your voter turnout for just a mid-year
It was low.
low? Yeah. Maybe it's a countrywide.
Well, the county that
Epidemic.
I live in has almost 1 million people.
Right.
Wow.
how many registered voters?
Yeah.
I haven't looked.
Okay. Because anybody
They
under 18 cannot vote, and a lot over 18 should not vote.
Yeah.
It's weird because when I registered to vote here, they didn't ask for affiliation at all.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
For registration, they did not ask for affiliation.
that's kind of weird when you go to vote in a primary. You can't vote. You got to pick one.
Yes. That's where you choose.
So even if you're registered, if you just being registered, they don't know whether you're a Republican or Democrat or unaffiliated, right?
That's correct. But I remember years ago when I registered and everything, that's 31 years ago, when I registered, they asked what affiliation was.
I'm trying to figure this out because and I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just thinking about would that be good for Onslow County or North Carolina? Just register. You're registered. Then when you get to the polls, you can pick at that time which ballot that you want, how you want to vote, Democrat, Republican. Huh. I mean, that's what we do, unaffiliated. So
Yeah,
it'd
but
be basically everybody would be unaffiliated.
You both have me just wondering now. I don't recall being asked ever what my affiliation was. Ever.
Well, they do it. They did when I
Since you
registered.
give them your ID and they look up your name.
Yeah, when I
Oh, yeah.
registered in North Carolina, they asked.
Well, in North Carolina too, once you get to the polls, they're going to say, are you voting on a Democrat? Well, once they look your name up there, you're a Democrat.
Yeah.
Here's your ballot. So they know.
Yeah.
But I always ask for two, one for each, but they don't give it to me. They have to ask me which ballot that I want because I'm unaffiliated. They don't have to ask you because you're a Democrat or a Republican, and it's going to be automatically, that's what you're going to get. Don't like it, tough. Don't vote.
But if you're unaffiliated, because I don't get the unaffiliated one, does it not have both parties contenders on there?
No.
Unaffiliated, no, it has only one party. You pick the ballot that you want to vote for when you vote.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes no sense, but interesting.
But
I mean,
now
you're
we're
unaffiliated, so you might like this Republican, but you might like this
They won't let me
Democrat.
do that.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
So that's dumb.
That's why I asked for both. And they won't give it to me.
Yeah. I tried to ask for both too.
And they won't give it to you either, will they?
No.
So you don't get to pick the best person that
Nope.
you. That's
You're
dumb.
picking in a primary.
No, I'm talking about general election.
Now, the general election, they don't ask you. You get one ballot.
Right.
Everybody gets the same ballot.
Yes,
Right.
we do.
Yes. Okay.
Remember the day when you
dumb.
could just click one box?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
babe.
remember that. I
I've
remember that.
never in my life, and I've been voting a lot longer than y'all have, I've never voted.
No.
I can remember
That
much
way.
younger before I got into politics, clicking that one box.
Well,
I
it's
can
because you
remember.
were lazy.
No, it's because I didn't know better.
That's what I mean.
Rayford, it
Same
has
thing.
nothing to do with laziness.
Same thing.
It has being unschooled. It
You
has.
You had somewhere else to go, so you just checked the
Right.
box. What?
It had to do with some of the problem that we saw this election, people don't know. People aren't schooled. People aren't educated by the people who need to be educating them and schooling them on how to read a ballot, on how to get to know your candidates and ask questions. You don't have to go to a meet and greet. You can go online. They websites for these candidates. You can call them. You can email them.
You bring up a good point, and I guarantee you, Phil, you've probably
Don't get me on the
seen
road.
something. Somebody has said something to you. You heard about this or heard about that. This
Lazy.
particular product. I don't. Let's see. I don't know what is one of your major interests that you have outside of having to work and stuff. What do you do for fun?
Spend time with family.
No, it's something else that's
that's
it's a
fun.
you thing. What do you do? Hobby, whatever.
OH.
IO.
Would you do? Stop it.
What do you? I mean, do you
Insane.
like to shoot? Do you like to take
Well, that's-
pictures? You like to swim? You like to dive? What do you like? What do you do? Ride a bike?
Actually, I like to cook.
You cook. Okay. So how many times have you heard
What
about
time is
something
dinner?
and you hit the computer to look up some stuff about a meal that you heard about or something recipe that
Quite a
you're
bit.
okay. If you got time to do that, people, or you look at a boat or you look up something that you've heard about, you look up some bullets that somebody on TV says are the greatest things in the world. You got time to do that. You got time to research the candidates.
We're going to talk about voting every day
I
until
I'm
November.
gonna badger y'all.
Every day.
I remember in high school,
When is
I don't.
my history teacher
Mhm.
took us down to the gym where they were voting to
Really?
show us the voting booth
I like your history teacher.
and everything. Yes. And, of course, our votes didn't count,
It didn't matter.
November.
but he said, you guys go in and vote the way you want to and everything. And this was a tall machine. You had to push a lever
Yep.
and everything. It was
Push
like
a lever.
One-arm bandit.
Yeah.
Was this in Kentucky?
it was like
Well, yeah, you
That
voted.
was my alarm. It was like an index card that had like little holes, and it
Yep.
showed and everything like that.
Yep, yep.
Huh?
Punch cards.
Yes,
Yeah, the punch. You had
I've never had what? What are you talking about?
the punch cards where you punched a hole in, and that's how it.
Oh, with the little pin, like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay, I
You
remember
remember the
that.
hanging chads?
From the what? From where
Think about
he
it.
was talking, it just sounded different. I'm like, what? Yeah, it was like you
Yeah.
had a little pin. You said, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop. Yeah, I mean that was way back, way back in the
Wasn't
day
that far
when they
away.
counted everything by hand.
On the old days, they just shot them.
In the old days, those were the
Process of
days where you
elimination.
just went in and go,
Last man standing.
well, I like this name check, and I like this name. And this one must be important because he's first on the list check.
Yeah, his name was Abel.
Yeah.
and I remember my grandmother. She used to say, "You don't just go in there and willy-nilly pick whoever you want to. You need to do your research."
Mm-hmm.
But I
Back
know
then, there wasn't computers. It was all newspaper and the
Right.
news and
Right.
at least you had something to go look for things.
Right. Right.
And
Nowadays.
then you decipher and you figure out what's good and what's important. And, hey, I like this dude. I
Well,
don't like this dude.
Rayford,
Whatever.
Chris and I can attest to the fact if you've got Google open on your computer, all you have to do is be talking about
Oh yeah.
the subject, and then later it'll show up on your social media, it'll show up in your email.
I think on
Yeah.
this computer I have stopped it because it killed the brain for a little while because it was listening to us. Everything we talk about feeds into the computer over here anyway. So
But we do that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about something, then later on. I mean, we did it during the show. We were talking about something. All of a sudden, I checked my email,
on your
and
computer,
there it
yeah.
was. And I was like, "Look,
Yeah.
we were just." Mm-hmm.
The one here is everything. All the audio in this room goes into this computer over here,
Test 1, 2.
and it's it would drive it crazy if it tried to keep up with us.
It's It's the world we live in.
Yeah.
Your cars
Right
listen to
now-
you.
Oh God, yes.
Your phones listen to you.
That stupid GPS started giving me stuff the other day, and I was just talking to myself. I'm like, oh God.
My sister and I were driving down the road. Well, I was driving. She was a passenger going down 24 up towards Swansboro. And all of a sudden, a voice came over my auto system and said something about that wasn't a nice thing to say or something. We looked at each other and pulled off the road. We were like, what's going
If you think that wasn't nice to say, let me explain something to you. Oh, that
You
one,
know
they'll shut them
what?
down.
That was over right in front of the Humphrey Farm Store. Did you see the other night where they had a psychic, a ghost hunter, whatever? He's a bona fide ghost hunter. He has his own show. Was out there talking to someone. That's where that voice came from in my car. Oh, this is all fitting now.
Could it be the delayed?
Phil, I'm not sure where I lost control, but it's
All right.
Just like, oh, I got to call them today.
Lee and her ghost are.
No, they had.
I've taken
Did you?
over.
It's on Facebook. They
Oh God, it must be real.
No, it was live.
Jesus, perfect.
He was live, and they had all these machines and stuff.
Didn't
And
have the letters AI up in the left
he
corner.
was talking to the ghost. I'm not lying. It was freaky. I couldn't sleep.
It was Bill. It was Bill Murray.
Like what just hit me?
It was Bill Murray. Ghostbusters.
I'm sorry, Phil. Getting back to voting.
Well, also, Ohio's having real big issues of bomb threats. To
I'm not
schools.
doing it. Bomb threats.
Yes, bomb threats to schools.
Oh,
Yesterday, and there was, I think, 12 high school or 12 school systems that got bomb threats.
oh,
Well, I'm going to bet that there's some security people all over Ohio are looking for a connection on Facebook and everywhere else, TikTok, whatever. The local law
Sorry.
enforcement all over the state of Ohio,
Mhm.
they're going to be looking to see if they can find a connection. And if
Yeah,
they find a
and
connection,
believe it's one-
if they find a connection involving more than one individual at these schools, they ought to charge something called conspiracy. Regardless of what the crime is, that conspiracy gets you prison.
Well, Ohio passed a law, I think, a couple of years ago. It's a class 4 felony, I believe. They said it on the news, and
Yep.
it's a 6-month jail time.
Well, if they're involving more than one person and they can prove it, then there will be more time added. That's
Yeah,
just the way
they
it works.
should've- Every student, teacher, principal, cafeteria worker, custodian, they should add that to each count.
Yep.
They'll never see daylight, but that won't happen.
No, it won't. Okay. All right, Phil. Are you ready to vote in November yet?
November 3rd.
Yeah, I just got to look at our primary should be coming up here shortly. I gotta
Oh, okay.
figure out
Well,
what-
you got to do that first.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd like to know how your turnout is. So whenever you have that thing, give us a call back and just take a
Will
look.
do.
Board of Elections will normally, in most states, have somewhere listed how many registered voters you have in your county, and then at the election, after the election night, they will have the total number of people who voted, and then there's an easy way to do the percentage on that. If you don't do it, if they don't do it, then you can do it yourself.
Yeah,
Big
All right,
number below
we'll
the
do it.
large number, little number.
we'll do.
Okay.
Hi, buddy. OHO. Oh, okay. Cool.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I said
Hey,
this
okay.
to you
It's off the
and
work week
Kathy
day.
Okay.
on
So
Messenger.
interesting that we were doing the alphabet for the elections.
Okay, yeah. Who was?
Well, I think Lee started.
Okay.
Started
Talk
with
about who was.
how they're listed on the ballots.
Well-
So if you take the top three
Mhm.
for county commissioners, for example, okay. Now, Tim Foster, who's been the chairperson last 2 terms, I think. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yes.
and he was out working hard. But if you go after that, the next 2 top vote getters were letter B and C.
Well,
And if you go, I just
Were
real
they
quick,
on the ballot that way though?
that yes, they are. They're by last name
On every ballot?
on every ballot. They're on it. So, and then if you go to the Board of Education, other than Bill and Angie being reelected, first letter of the next candidate is D, and they finished in that order of the alphabet.
That's interesting.
Well, they draw every year before they put the names on the ballot, what order the names are going to be in.
What do
And
we
it
have?
just, it's a private number. So I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Caller, hang on there. I'm going to be punching buttons here. Don't go away.
I think they hung up now.
See, Tom saw that live too. He heard the ghost say,
Okay.
he beat
Are you
me.
there, caller?
Yeah,
There
the
we-
caller is here.
There.
Hey, good morning.
Sorry about
Okay.
that.
He showed private instead of unknown.
Good morning.
What's up?
Charlie.
Hey, have you guys talked about Bill Clinton's? I guess was it a deposition that he gave?
Yep, we did a couple days ago.
Yeah, he used his familiar phrase that he's known for worldwide.
I
did not have sex with that woman.
That young girl in the hot tub with him was AI.
Did you guys talk about the Young statement about what is young?
What is young?
Yeah, he was interviewed. I think it was Nancy Mace. I think it was Nancy Mace, and it was really cool. From what I saw, she basically said, "I know it's been a long day for you," and he's like, "It's been a long day for me." And she started asking him questions, and evidently there was an email exchange between him and Epstein. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I think there was a word called young girls, and she questioned him about, do you think it's appropriate for an older man to have some sort of relationship with a young girl? And he's like, no, I don't think it's good at all. And I don't agree with that at all.
Well,
And here's the kicker.
Okay.
Here's the kicker.
On the phone, Bill
Well,
Clinton.
she goes, well, would you consider an intern young?
It depends upon how young she is.
No, but I'm serious. It's such a gotcha moment.
Yeah.
Because he's basically implying that he had nothing to do when he was in his 40s with a young. She used the word young, and then his attorneys got involved. Like, what do you talk about young? Where did you get this from? And he goes, no, I don't think I don't think it's appropriate to have relationships with a young person. And I loved it.
Wow.
He's like, well, what about an intern?
Well,
He has no answer.
What is a relationship? Okay, now as you, let's just take you. I don't know you that well, of course, other than the phone here. What if you're 40 years old or 35 years old? How about if you're 36, 37 years of age? Is 21 young?
I think it is.
Legal.
Okay.
I think if you're in your 40s, you've got a lot of life experience. You probably have a lot of sexual experience.
Or
You
maybe not.
probably, No, okay. Me, yes, I have. So for me to look at where I am at my age right now, if I meet a 21 or 22-year-old, I would be thinking to myself, no, this is a young person.
Okay.
This person's mind is
All
still
right, I got
very
that. Now,
vulnerable.
that's for a relationship. I'm going to assume a relationship is more than just, a casual acquaintance or a casual session, shall we say. It's an ongoing event. That would be a relationship, correct? Is that the way you would look at one?
I don't. No, I don't think you should have anything to do with them sexually.
One night
No,
stand.
nothing sexual.
One night stand.
I mean, listen. I guess if you're a man and you pay a woman money and she's
I
a
didn't
prostitute,
say anything about pay. I didn't say anything about pay. That's illegal. That's prostitution. But a young woman, somebody young for, you're out, whatever.
I mean,
That's not a relationship. Do you consider that a relationship?
when I was 19 or 20, 21 years old, I was into older women in their 40s. So people could say, wow, that's.
Well, wait a
that's
minute.
weird.
Is that okay with you? That's okay with you, but
Yeah, but I was actually
reverse
but
the
I was-
sexes and it's not okay.
Well, no, but I was actually successful at a very young age.
It's okay. Apparently. But it's okay for a 19, 20-year-old male with a 40-plus-year-old woman in your mind, But the reverse is wrong. Most men say the opposite.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like protective of women or girls. I don't know.
Okay, gotcha. You think you think the young girls are defenseless? In other words,
I think. Listen, I don't know how. I don't. You know what? I don't know if you guys have kids, but I'm pretty sure that. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Charlie, stick with it, buddy.
No. I'm serious. No, I just the guy's a pervert. I think he's a sick person. Listen, if a girl is over the age of 20 or 21, the whole consensual thing is completely screwed up. You can go to war and you can die at 18, but I don't think you can buy alcohol until you're 21. The whole thing is screwed up. I guess it depends on your maturity level.
Well, Charlie, they do say women mature faster than men.
Yes, they do.
And
some do,
but
yes, they do.
Not all.
Of course, now my daughter's 30 now, so it's a lot different than what you're talking about, a 21-year-old or something.
But you're still overly protective of her.
I dare anybody.
I looked at his eyes. Charlie, you should have seen his eyes when I said that. Oh, yeah. Bring it on.
Yeah, but here, they say 1 out of 4 people were molested. I was molested as a child, so I'm very sensitive to certain things.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Bill Clinton is a monster. I think Hillary Clinton is a monster. I think it's really cool because they got both of them. What's her name? Jazine Maxwell?
Whatever. Ghislaine or something like that.
Here's an absolute fact. You go look at Google Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Giselle Maxine is in that wedding.
She's there.
She's a guest. And Hillary Clinton's like, she's like, I don't know who it is. And Bill's like, I don't know who she is either. Yeah. I don't even know who any of these people are. I don't even know what's going on.
I bet you if you ask him the brand of cigar he had with Monica Lewinsky, he'd know.
I can get you that. Listen. It was not a Cuban cigar. It was an American cigar. Okay. I'm all for America. He really is a slime ball. They're all so corrupt. Listen, I know you guys have guessed this, but I'm going to leave you with this one thing. I'm going to do my last impression of Bill Clinton.
Okay.
I did not. Go ahead.
I like the live and local show. I will do anything for this show. I'm a big fan of this show. I just want to say, Charlie, you're crazy.
Charlie, you're crazy. Yeah, well, Mr. Clinton. Did he hang up on me? He hung up on me.
No, good one, Charlie.
Well, thank
Charlie, good one.
Have a blessed day.
All right, now we got Mike spotted up again.
Yeah. Thank you for making us smile, Charlie.
He does do a very good.
He does great.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really Charlie. It is Bill Clinton.
Yeah, it is Bill
Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
You didn't know
that? It wouldn't surprise me.
He did. It's him. He's been impersonating Charlie, and it's Bill Clinton in real life. Y'all didn't know that.
We knew.
No, you didn't, because I just told you.
No, I knew.
I'm Sergeant.
I even put on our Facebook page on the phone, Bill Clinton.
I'm Sergeant Schultz.
See?
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
See nothing, hear nothing.
You got to put over about 400 pounds to
Yeah.
be Sergeant Schultz. Okay, Charlie's a fun guy. Like Charlie.
Yeah, really.
Okay, we have
Charlie's
a guest in the studio who is like in here for something serious and like, what in the sandhill am I doing here?
What did I just walk into?
Yeah.
Now let's just do something now. Let's do this lady thing here, okay?
Okay.
YL. What is a YL?
Young lady.
That's in ham talk, right?
Yes.
What's the age limit on a YL?
There is no age limit.
Thank you very much.
What has that got to do with it? What do we?
Because he mentioned young ladies,
Oh,
young women.
We're going back to Bill again.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's 21, but I know, having been in here, that there is a very nice young lady, 15, I think, now maybe 16.
15.
That's a hamster.
Yeah.
Yes.
She is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was younger than that when she got her ticket.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So why? Now then, there's
That's
a thing
my
called
girl.
an XYL, right?
extra young.
You're really
You
starting
know that
to
one?
get into.
Well, it's the one that you don't associate with anymore.
No, it's
Whoa.
There'd be several of those.
actually it's supposed that generally is used to refer to a married lady, a married woman. It's my XYL, right? I did that not long after Robbie and I got married. She
Uh-oh,
was not
see?
familiar with Hampton. She was in the truck, and I was talking to somebody, and I said, "I got my XYL here." She looked at me and she said, "You got your X with you?" Uh-oh. Now I got some explaining to do.
Yeah.
That was funny. Not for a minute, but afterwards it was funny.
Yeah. For the moment, it's like, am I going to get pushed out of this car?
Yeah.
I think
Who's driving?
for the moment, it's these purple things in Lee's yard that she's driving.
They're gone.
What?
You mowed them.
Mowed them.
Yeah.
Killer. What we have Carol Town in here, and Carol's from uptown, Riverbend area. So
Yes.
she's one of the ladies that we checked in with, and she and her husband Dale, who another ham. That must be a heck of a note to have two hams in the same family like that.
Oh, well, what's even funnier is we get calls from the VA going, "Can I speak to veteran town?" And it's like, which one?
She's a
funny.
B-52 bomber lady here.
Yeah, watch out.
Carol
You want to
is-
just get shot, or you want to get blown up?
I will tell you, let's get back to Carol. Carol is an extension master gardener volunteer
Yes.
who you have been trained, received extensive training through the Cooperative Extensive Service. And your group provides research-based information related
Yes.
to gardening and all other things having to do with the great outdoors. So this
Yes.
is a lady, I send my pictures to you like, what in the mother nature, heaven, whatever is this in my yard?
Yes.
She
I almost
helps
got
me.
scared for a minute.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
Mother nature gone wild.
Henbit
you?
is
Out of control.
horrible.
Yes.
It,
See?
it is. It gets everywhere, and it is hard to get rid of.
I was the very next day, well, that night, I traveled to Goldsboro. I went down the back roads. I saw it everywhere in the
Oh,
big
yeah.
farms
Yeah.
where it's all henbit right now until they
Until they till it under.
till it under. And I'm like, wow. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
The one advantage with having the henbit right now, though, is it's one of the
The
earliest
what?
flowers for.
The
Oh, I
hen.
know,
Did you
for
say?
bees.
It's called henbit.
Hen bit.
Oh, hen bit. I thought you
Henbit.
said hen.
What's a hen bit?
Well, I know hen pecked. I know hen pecked. No, I'm not hen pecked, but
I know a hen lay, hen lay.
good,
Oh,
good
good
save, Chris. Yeah, good save. Carol and I, good save, Chris.
I'm hen picked.
How do I-
But it is a good early flower for pollinators.
Well, I left the one in the back, so they can
Yeah.
go back there.
But for those of us that suffer from pollen, we don't
No,
like
no,
it.
no.
Yeah.
No, you're talking about pollinators like bees and butterflies and
No,
wasps.
he's talking about pollen.
pollen isn't from that.
I know.
We're going to get the pine pollen here really.
Oh, yeah. That yaller stuff.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yaller will be here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, it will.
going to
Go
be able to,
Rayford.
They're pretty once you get rid of them.
on the way to
Because they are so
They're annoying.
invasive.
on the
Yeah.
way
Oh, they're so
to
pretty.
I-40. I ran through
Yes.
many areas,
Yes.
and I was going, Lee, here's a whole bunch for you to cut down.
Problem is, she
I know
drove up
she
there.
tells me to go out there and pull it up, and I'm like, huh? There's like a half an acre of it.
I would need a lot of little
think
short
so.
people to do that for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get. I can't
Yeah,
go
Get
down
some
there.
goats. Anyway, so you've got a lot of information of the events upcoming. Isn't there a bucket brigade?
There's a
Are you
bucket brigade on Saturday.
This
It's at the farmer's market. You can come out. It's going to be 1 bucket per family. They had it last time where they gave it to
Right.
one bucket per person. We ran out of buckets really quick. So
Well,
now
some
this
people got
year,
10 kids, right?
right. So this time it's going to be 1 bucket per family. You'll get a bucket of soil, and this is a cloth bucket that you can take with you. You're going to be planting some plants that you can grow on your patio, on your deck, so you don't have to have a large space to do this.
Right.
Bucket maters.
Yeah,
Bucketers,
yes.
Yeah.
That would work.
But I think this one, I know there's going to be lettuce. I'm not sure what else. These are a lot of plants that were grown by the kids at White Oak High School,
Oh, go
and that we
ahead.
got from them, that we bought from them.
Nice.
So
That's pretty cool. See, you see how you plant a seed in a school, you grow a crop,
Yeah.
and then it goes from there to there to there. and somewhere somebody is going to have that thing of lettuce in their backyard. And it all started with students
Started
at
with
Watertown
you.
High School.
Started
We
with the
actually
kids.
started this year where we have given out 5 grants to the various schools to help
That's
with their
wonderful.
ag departments.
Well,
Right,
that's
right.
an unknown thing. Nobody told us about that. That's good. That's great information.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
So it's neat. And we just did the growing minds. Unfortunately, we only had two days. A lot of the schools had to cancel because of transportation issues.
Yeah.
But, that helps teach the 3rd graders a lot of things that go along with their science curriculum at that time.
Well, we missing
And-
something in school because I don't, we used to have people who would learn this kind of stuff in high school.
Yeah.
Way back when. We had 4-H clubs too. We had all sorts of things.
Oh yeah. There's still 4-H. 4-H is very active
I
in
haven't
Onslow
heard,
County.
I haven't heard a thing
Really?
about them.
Yeah. 4-H is very
Wow.
active. In fact, I may be getting involved with the horse program.
Like
Oh, really?
you have time. Like you have time, Carol.
The horse program?
Yeah. My daughter showed horses in 4-H in Oklahoma. So I have some experience and we owned horses. So.
I have cowgirl boots out there.
Yeah.
Probably, you probably know about DMSO then, don't you?
Oh yes. DMSO is really good. It helps just take medicines deep into the tissues. So
For horses.
Yeah.
Goats and whatever, right?
yeah, occasionally
Donkeys.
people.
And some people.
People.
Do you have a bottle of it at your house?
No, but I know where to get it.
So do I. I've got a bottle of it up there. I got a bottle of Beagle oil over there too. You
Yeah.
ever use Beagle oil? Beagle oil?
No, I haven't. But
So it's not as potent. It's more herbal,
okay.
and it also works.
But to get back to the extension office, because I know it's just like this goes off on tangents all the time.
Sorry about that, but
I try to. I'm like, let's talk about Carol.
I had a teacher in high school that we could get her off on tangents all the time. So it was.
I was the one teaching all those people how to do that.
Okay, so we have the bucket brigade.
The bucket brigade
Okay,
is this weekend. It's on Saturday.
right.
It's going to be out at the farmers market. The Salvation Army is going to be out there. There's going to be
Yeah.
hot dogs and sodas and
Oh,
chips
good.
that are going to be given away. So
Ooh,
come out and
good.
get a plant.
What time is
yeah,
that?
there you go.
It starts at 8:00.
That's right, and that's why you won't be at the meeting.
No, I'm doing something else.
Yeah,
She's got
church,
another
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Okay,
got-
now this event is at the farmers market, but let me explain to you what a farmers market is for you folks. We have a lot of new people around here who are clueless about where things are. 258. You leave the Jacksonville city limits going towards Richlands, and you go about 3 miles from the city limits, I think.
Well, after you get on 258, after you go through the second stoplight, because the first one is at Ridge Road, Blue Creek.
Okay.
Second one is at Northwest Corridor.
Okay.
And you'll see the Tar Landing Baptist Church. You go past that and you'll see the farmers market on
You
your
don't go
right.
far past that.
No,
When you get to that red light that says Northwest Corridor Boulevard, the Northwest Park Corridor, whatever it is,
Northwest Corridor
Yeah.
Boulevard.
then
Yes.
when you get to that, start slowing down, be in the right
Mhm.
lane, and so you'll be turning in almost immediately.
Yeah.
So it won't take you
Yeah.
long.
And the construction
Oh,
is coming along really well.
good.
Yay.
They guaranteed that we will be it will be finished May 8th.
The rehab will be done.
Yes.
Good.
They guarantee it will be finished May
Yay.
8th. It's coming along. The outside, they're starting to put brick up, so it's looking pretty.
Nice.
They've been working on the inside at the same time. And so they promised us, and we're hoping, keeping our fingers crossed, that we're going to have our whole parking lot back by the plant sale the end of April.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
because it was
It was-
a mess
All
last
the
year.
sheriff and
It
your
was
traffic
bad.
control, right?
Yes,
I had to walk a half a mile.
we had cars lined up in the left
Yes.
turn lane, lined up on the side of the
Wow.
road.
I was parked by the government building.
So we had to
Mhm.
call the sheriff to come out and direct traffic because it was.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very, very popular event.
Mhm. Okay, so this Saturday.
This Saturday is the Bucket
the
Brigade.
Bucket Brigade. And then
Right.
we're we're a week into March already. So we don't have that much time until May gets here.
Right.
And when they come in May, we'll get you in here before May again too. But what's going to happen in May? You've got plant sale.
Well, no, the plant
Oh.
sale's in April.
April. Well, let's go to April then. All right. Let's go to April.
April 25th is the plant
Okay.
sale.
All right. So about 6 weeks, you got a plant sale.
Yes, and we're going to have the vegetables we had last year, the tomatoes, the cucumbers, peppers, where we will have
Where do you get the plants? I mean, do y'all grow them yourselves or what?
some we grow,
Okay.
some we get from we do have a vendor out in Burgaw.
Mm-hmm.
Old River Farms provides a lot of our plants, and last year he had some just beautiful plants.
I bought some.
Okay.
I mean, they were wonderful.
So
We're going to have a lot of
Mhm.
herbs. We're going to have
What's that date again in April?
April 25th.
25th.
April
Okay.
It's the
25th.
last Saturday
Okay.
in
So-
April.
Don't let us forget.
We
Rayford.
need to get there because I'd
I'm
just
putting
like
it
to
on our
load up then. I like to plant seeds myself, but I don't get,
Yeah. But
whatever.
we're also going to have blueberry bushes, fig trees, elderberry trees. We will have a lot of herbs. We're gonna stock up on more rosemary because that went really fast
God.
last year.
It's so easy
That
to
went
grow
really-
too. folks.
really quick.
It's
Okay.
great stuff.
We're going to have some native plants out there. Some, again, people will grow. Some of the gardeners grow at home. Some that we propagate from our gardens, the Discovery Gardens. We're going to have milkweed, which is vitally important for the monarchs.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good thing.
Are you familiar with this no mow May stuff?
May.
Well, it's to encourage more of the flowers, more of the, the dandelions. People see dandelions and they
want to dig them up.
want to dig them up, but they are
Some people want to just trim them and eat them.
Yeah. Some people, you can eat the dandelion greens. Dandelions are one of the first pollinators for the honeybees.
Okay.
So they are important.
It's on our calendar.
She hates them. But anyway, yeah, the dandelions are
I
great.
hate them. I'm just not going to eat them.
And there are all sorts of things that come up if you let your grass grow. Well, they're going to be weeds in your grass unless you're one of those extreme gardeners or extreme lawn people.
Yeah.
You're going to have some weeds in there, right?
Yeah.
And those weeds are going to produce flowers if you let them grow a little bit.
Yes.
And that's what's the important part for your garden, because your garden, if you, not your front yard necessarily, but your backyard, anywhere around your garden, you got
Yeah.
raised beds, just don't mow for a month.
Right. If you don't have the pollinators, your garden isn't going to do as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important.
We were watching a show last night, and it was talking about June bugs. I forgot what else you call them. The little bugs.
The
Lightning bugs?
the brown ones
No,
or
the orange ones with whatever. You can buy them online, like 1,000 in a bag or
Oh,
something. They'll send
that's
you.
the little, yeah.
But you put them out there once your plants are growing, and once they've got some ladybugs.
ladybugs.
Once you put them out there in certain areas around your garden, and they will eat the aphids, the things that eat tomatoes.
Yes.
They love them. They eat them.
Yeah. Yeah. You can
So-
buy ladybugs and you can buy praying mantis
Yeah,
also.
yeah,
And
yeah.
those are a good.
They're just cute. I like
And then
those.
if you have spiders out in your garden, don't destroy them.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of a lot of the bugs
There's
too.
a lot of mosquitoes and stuff they'll eat. Anything gets trapped in their web.
Yes.
done.
Yes, and they're good. We're
These are the big
talking
old
about
spiders. Garden
garden.
spiders, I call them.
Yeah, yeah. When we're talking about gardens and not mowing and stuff, we also have a program that's called Leave the Leaves. Everybody wants to
Bag them and
bag them and
burn
burn them and get rid of them, and then people complain, going, "I don't see any lightning bugs anymore."
Yeah.
Well, it's because they live their entire life cycle in the leaves.
Mhm.
If you get rid of the leaves, you're not going to have lightning
I
bugs.
just mulch mine. I keep them.
But there's a lot of other things that live in the leaves that require them. A lot of moths and butterflies require the leaves to cocoon. The Luna moths are one of them. So you want to leave. I encourage, and I talk about this with the Growing Minds, is that you want to leave, even if your parents try to clean up the yard as much as possible. Leave a patch of leaves. You're going to help nature, and you're going to see the show of the lightning bugs.
This is
So
a fairly large lot here that I've got, and the half of it, about a half acre, this thing is natural.
yeah. Yeah.
Very little mowing right there, ducked so you can walk, and that's it. The
Yeah.
rest of it is just where it falls, it lies, and
Right. We have a
that's where I get my kindling for the fireplace.
portion of that too, where we don't do any Dale that if he mows back there, I'm gonna.
Ooh, you got a river.
We do. We're between New River and Blue Creek, so we have two of them
Yeah,
right there.
that works.
So yeah, it works.
It is first early March and it's warm. Don't go planting your seeds yet in the garden, right? Don't put those little old pretty plants that you got in the garden.
No, you want to wait because usually they say wait till Easter. At the earliest.
Easter's coming earliest, coming the 1st of April, I think the 4th-ish or something like that.
Yeah.
But they say here, they've got a date. The 15th of April is
tax day.
Well, yeah, happens to do that too.
Yeah.
But that's the last frost. There should be nothing.
Yeah,
right after
that's
the 15th
typically
of
the last
April.
frost.
But if you got tomatoes, you want to pick up your plants, you can pick them up early. You can keep them in your house.
Yeah.
And then they're even more ready to go by the time you plant them outside.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're ready to go.
I have to do something different this year because my little dog loves to eat the tomatoes as they're growing.
Especially the little grape tomatoes, the little
Yes.
sweet 100s.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I have a 6-foot fence around my garden because otherwise the deer would be in there eating everything.
Yes, I imagine. Oh,
So,
You ever seen a deer jump a 6-foot fence? I have.
yes, I have, but luckily they're
They
leaving
can
this
get
one
them in
alone.
midair that way, right?
Yeah.
Then you got chili.
no.
I'm kidding, guys.
Okay.
You've got some
Sorta.
information concerning the 250th anniversary of
Yes. Yes.
And I saw something about the Pelletier House. Is that included in it?
Yes, it is. In
Okay,
fact,
she's
that's
going to tell us all about this.
the America 250 celebration is going to kick off in Onslow County, February. I mean, we're past February, March 21st.
Oh, that's right around the corner.
And it's going to kick off at the Pelletier House. And the Pelletier House is the oldest house in Onslow County that's still standing.
And that's located.
It's located by the courthouse. So you can go by and see it. There's a reason why it was built where it was. And that's because it's near the river. It's up a little bit from the river, so it helps with any flooding. But it's by the river because there used to be a ferry there. Before we
Called?
had the bridge, it was the Watland Ferry.
Yeah, Watland.
WAT.
Yeah, Watland
Trying to
Ferry.
remember.
And there's still a spring there, and so there had been fresh water
it's-
also.
Yeah, it's one of those artesian wells, they call
Yes.
them, and the water just comes up all the time, or most of the time.
Yeah. Well, it did. It needs a little work,
Mhm.
but it is. But it's the house has got a lot of history to it. It unfortunately had been bigger than it is now, but some vagrants had gotten in there and part of it had burned.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was unfortunate. But the Onslow County Museum, they're the ones who are in charge of the house,
Mhm.
and they will be doing tours that day and talking about it, talking about.
Is that on a national register or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Or historic stuff?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and they're going to talk about Mary Pounds. She ran an ordinary, which is kind of like a tavern.
Mhm.
You could go there,
Yeah,
get
it used
food.
to be- It used to be a tavern.
Yeah, you could get there, get food, drink, or a bed.
Mhm.
So it was really an important site for Onslow County.
There was a guy named Rufus Pelletier involved with that house way back when. I think he was one of the Pelletiers. His name was Rufus.
Well, we have a Pelletier who goes to our church, but she says she's researched it and she's not
Not in that.
in that one.
Well, there's a gentleman here who used to have a Rambler dealership here.
Yes,
Jerry.
Jerry, his middle name. Do you know what his middle name is? Rufus.
Rivian.
Jerry Rufus Pelletier. Lives
Yeah.
right down the street here.
Yeah, there was two gentlemen that they did car dealerships, and so that's. I mean, there's so much history in this county,
People are
and there's
clueless,
so
aren't
much
they?
history with this house. But we're going to set up with Extension Master Gardeners. We're going to be setting up. We have already planted some flowers out there that you would normally see. We have a lot of pink flowers because Miss Pelletier liked pink. That was her favorite color, was pink.
Wow.
We're going to do a kind of like a kitchen garden with herbs and different things so that you could go outside of your kitchen and you can get things for dinner, to add to help
Oh, cool.
season for dinner and
Yeah.
things. So, and the kickoff is actually going to be called Semper Fidelis.
Oh,
Fidelis.
Because it was selected because it is historically coincidental motto of the Onslow family for whom the county is named,
Sir
as
Onslow.
well
Sir
as
Onslow.
Sir
as-
Onslow.
as well as that of the U.S. Marine Corps.
Mhm.
So
That is pretty cool.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it.
But there's going to be snacks out there. I think the museum is planning on doing like a little garden tea party type theme.
Nice.
We're going to have a couple of raised beds out there. We'll have a tent out there to answer questions, to give information.
Mhm.
So it's something I encourage everybody to see. The parking, of course, around there is always an
Horrendous.
issue. But since court won't be in session, it won't be quite as bad.
Mhm. And the church across the street, which is the Catholic church across the street.
Well,
Mhm.
they might open up their parking lot that day.
Mhm.
I know they've been restricting
I'll ask him.
extra, parking.
He's gone in.
He's not passing out.
but it's really neat. They have all these different pictures. They have brochures, and they have one of a car crossing Newbridge.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, it's just lots of history. There's an old persimmon tree there
Oh,
that
really?
the museum director has threatened the county if they cut it down, because it is an old persimmon tree.
Don't mess
It's
with
been there
Lisa.
for a long time.
Wow. I didn't know that one.
So that needs to stay.
Maybe we should do POTA there one day.
Well, I don't know, because it's not really considered a park,
Yeah, I know. What
but we can do a special event.
special event?
Special event would be good. But we're going to have, like I said, we're going to have that. We're going to have information about testing soil, which if you want to get that done, do it now, because I think by the end of May, then the price is going to go up to $5 instead of $4.
Right, that was $4.
But
Yes, I did get an email about that.
yeah, but we're also going to have these flyers that talk about doing
Oh.
commemorative bricks out at the Discovery Gardens.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And you can honor a friend, a colleague, special groups, a pet, and it will be out there for forever.
And how much are the bricks?
I'm gonna lie if I say, but I think they're gonna be around $100 for the brick.
Mabuhay.
So
$100.
I think it's
For the
$100 for a brick.
Okay.
And do we write on it ourselves, or
No,
is it
no.
engraved?
We have a company that engraves them.
Yes, like they did at the Museum
Yeah,
of the Marine.
Yeah, we have a company that engraves them, and they do a
Pretty
wonderful
cool.
job.
Pretty cool.
And if you
I
want to see
like
what they
that.
look like before you buy one, go out to the Discovery Gardens.
Yeah,
That
go out
is
there anyway. It's a beautiful place.
Oh, it is.
it is a
Very nice.
hidden gem
Mhm.
in Onslow County.
It's beautiful.
A lot of people don't realize that it's out there.
You could just take a chill walk. You think you're going to spend 5 minutes. I'll tell you what, you'll walk and you'll spend at least 30, because you're going to
Yes.
stop and look and read.
Yeah,
There's cool stuff out there.
yeah. It's just all the plants that you can grow here in North Carolina, in eastern North Carolina.
We got somebody who may have a question for
We
you.
have Mr.
Good morning, Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, mate?
Good.
I'm doing great. I just heard this wonderful conversation about the gardens and Miss Carol sharing
Yes.
this. I've actually been out there. It's very beautiful. You guys done amazing work, and I've seen the bricks too. But if just to throw a shameless plug in there, if you got anybody who has got a bad green thumb, we can get them a green shirt, okay? A green custom hoodie, green custom shirt. Just with the thumb on it.
Just love this
Yeah.
man.
You go, Mabuhay.
Amen.
There you go.
All right. Well, that was my good comedy for this morning. Y'all have a great morning.
You too.
Again,
I may-
beautiful work.
I
And I
may
love
have
what
to-
you're doing.
I may have to contact you. Can you put artwork on those shirts?
Oh, yeah.
If I bring you something like a JPG or a JPEG.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a blessed day, my boo. Hi.
You too.
That's our new friend. He's really
He's cool.
been lots of fun. He's cool.
Cool.
But yeah, the Discovery Gardens there's a children's area where they can play in the sand, they can play in water. There's little gardens set up. There's a circle of yew trees where they can sit down and read a book. We actually have one of those little libraries that's there where they could pull a book out and they can read it.
Don't you have the koi pond too?
Yes,
Fish
yes.
pond?
Yeah.
Right.
Bring your fishing pole. No.
No.
Just kidding.
Thomas has a question, one of our viewers, about leaves. He just mowed them deck set high.
That's mulching.
Well, that's mulching.
Yeah.
And you can do that, but you are going to disturb some of the,
That's okay for the
Some of the
grass, but
critters.
it's not going to help the critters.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you do it to get it back in to fertilize your lawn, that's fine. But if it's not, you're not going to see the lightning bugs and turtles spend a lot of their times in the leaves.
Yes. They
So
do.
they need those. It's really important to leave the leaves if you can.
Yeah, and if you do leave the leaves and you decide you're going to mow over them sometime, go through them in advance. Not to scare you about snakes or something like that, but little turtles can be in there, and if you hit them with a lawnmower, you're done. I mean,
Yeah.
they're done.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Last winter, I had a lot of turtles in my
And
backyard.
if you mow over some snakes, I don't
Crazy.
care.
Well, I do.
I know you do, but I don't.
Well,
She's a snake lady.
Yeah, the black snakes are good.
Yeah, the black racers and the
black
king
racer.
snakes, they'll eat anything they can
Right.
overpower, including other snakes like copperheads.
No.
So
Yeah.
you actually
Now,
want
if I could get, maybe I could get a. Would that be illegal? I know it is for roosters, but to put a copperhead and a big old king snake in the pan together and watch them go at it.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Well, I think you probably can if you don't charge admission to watch them.
Charge admission, but you just can't sell liquor when you do that. ALA come after you.
I just say let nature take its course. Let nature handle it. What people don't realize is, if we're talking about snakes, is the rattlesnakes are protected.
I know.
They are endangered. They are in the
We
endangered
can't
list.
kill them?
No.
Yeah.
Can we burn our house down with our dog? I'll be moving.
No, just call the game warden and
I got me a big old rattler out here.
yeah.
Now, some of those rattlesnakes in this neck of the woods, I've seen them actually in the
Wow.
past.
I didn't
They
know
can
that.
get 4 or 5 feet long, and they get be really big. Some of them.
Yes, they can be.
Steve has a
Steve has
question.
got a question.
I get to tell you this: if Steve is playing at the borough or somewhere,
Uh-huh.
and he's playing, and he sees a rattler. Is it a rattler?
Rattlesnake.
Electricity.
He'll zap them. Hey, Steve.
Hey guys, how y'all doing this morning?
Good.
I got you. I did have a question. I missed, and I know y'all say it again, but I'm just curiosity got me. Where is this event, and when is it?
Okay. The first one is coming up this weekend.
Is the
Okay.
Bucket Brigade.
The Bucket Brigade.
That's at the farmers market.
Farmers Market's on Highway 258 as you're leaving Jacksonville, headed for Richlands. It's just a couple of miles out of town.
The America 250 event is
And is that
on
on Saturday?
That's this Saturday, yes, beginning at
This
8
Saturday,
o'clock.
at
okay.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock this Saturday.
The
I'm writing this down, so we'll be on
Okay,
make
you're
sure I
fine.
Okay.
don't forget it.
And,
Yeah.
and then
I got you.
after that one, and
the America 250 event is March 21st,
okay,
starting at I think it's starting at 9.
okay.
And is that also at the farmer's market?
No, that is at the Pelletier House, which is by the courthouse.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
You need, if you ever
That's why I started getting confused. I thought y'all were talking about two different places.
Yes. Yes.
Now the Pelletier House, if you're coming, if you're headed, you want to take the old bridge and going out of town on the old bridge, stop before you hit the bridge.
Yeah.
There'll be a little tiny house on the right, and it's really cool. It just sits there, majestic looking, white, beautiful location. It's on a bluff overlooking the water. And there's a little parking lot down there where the old boat ramps were at near the old USO. So you can get out and take a look see there.
I got you. Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, and then
I wanted. Oh, go ahead.
And then the plant sale.
this is a biggie.
This is the biggie. That's April 25th, the last Saturday in April. And it starts at 9 o'clock and goes until noon. Yeah. Encourage people to come early because this is a extremely popular event.
And if the seeds that you've already planted fail by that time, this is a great opportunity, a last ditch effort for you, Steve, and me.
I got. Ironically, I don't really grow a lot from seed. I have a huge seed bank of all kinds of seeds, but it just seems so much easier to go get them from the nursery.
Especially if you know that they've been grown in local soil or local conditions under our conditions. If it comes up from New York, I'm not sure I can trust it to do well in my soil when I plant it. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, this is our biggest fundraising event.
That too.
And the money goes back into the community, like for these bucket brigades and for the grants that we gave to the schools.
Which is cool.
So it doesn't stay completely with us. I mean, we do help the community out a lot.
The plant sale, is that also going to be at the farmer's market, or is that something else?
Yes. No, that's going to be at the farmer's market.
Farmer's market as well. Okay. All righty. And I heard you talking about the dandelions this morning for the pollinators, and I'm a big fan of dandelions. I always like to remind everybody that the yellow caps on top have 28 nutrients and vitamins, so they're very good in a salad.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you get them from a place that the animals have not been, doing their business.
Doing animal things.
Doing animal things.
Wash your lettuce, whatever you get for the grocery store. Wash it first too.
And also for the pollinators, and Lee, this is especially for you. If you have clover in your yard, the little white flowers that come up on the clover.
Yes.
That's another one that's really good for the pollinators. So
Yes.
Really bad for your lawn, because if you let it go to seed, then you're gonna have more clover. But,
Right.
that's another really good one.
Yeah.
Right.
But clover is good because it actually brings nitrogen back into the soil.
Right.
So.
All right. Another thing I wanted to throw out there is something I've done for my family in the past. When I heard you talking about the bucket brigade and all, is I would do bucket gardens. And you may have already heard of this, but I would take like a 27-gallon tote and punch holes all in the bottom for drainage and all. But then I would take and put like 2 different tomato plants in the back corner, maybe some pole beans in the middle in the back, and next in front of that I would put a couple of pepper plants, and then on the front corners I would put like a cucumber plant or a cucumber plant, a cantaloupe plant, or whatever their preference was, and then it was all in one bucket. And some of them aren't good as companion plants necessarily, but I would throw a couple of marigolds in there, the little small plants.
Oh yeah, those help keep the bugs away.
Right, and then sacrificial, whatever. But it was a way to try and get my brothers and my cousins in the gardening a little bit. So I would make those up for them and give them to them, and they produced surprisingly well. I was, it was an experiment for me too, but they seemed to do pretty well. Everything growed, and they were able to harvest, pretty much all of it.
That's really good for folks who don't want to get out and have to get out into the garden and with a hoe and a rake. And
or if you don't have the room.
Or if you don't have the room, you're living in a condo. You got a little patio on the condo porch or deck or whatever. You can put one of those there. You may have to step around the vines when they get out there, and you don't want to step on your cantaloupes or your cucumbers, but it's okay. You can move those around.
Actually, cucumbers love growing up on trellises, so you can do that, and then it keeps them up high
and keeps them out of the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, my brother had a back deck, and he put it there, and I told him, I said, well, put it over there close, and you can let those vines run down the pickets on the handrails and stuff like that. And they did, you know.
Mhm.
But it was surprising how the plants thrive in such a small space like that. You know?
Yeah.
Well, they do pretty well. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve,
Yeah.
thank you, Steve.
Thank you,
You're
Stevie.
welcome, guys. Have a blessed day.
You
You
Yeah,
too.
that's
Steve is
Steve.
like a master gardener too.
He just loves
He's just,
gardening.
he loves us.
Wow.
And he sends us all these pictures of what he's done and all the different ideas he's come up with. Pretty cool.
Yeah, let's see if we got Charlie here.
It's Joy.
Oh, it's Joy. Joy. Hey, Joy. Joy to the world.
Good morning.
Morning,
Good
Joy.
morning. Good morning.
Y'all sound like y'all are in a bubble.
We are.
Mhm.
Oh,
Excuse me, I've been sick.
yeah, sorry.
I was just gonna the Pelletier house.
Yeah.
When I was when we first it sounds like or somewhere.
I'm working on it. Just keep talking.
Your microphone's off.
Test one, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Am I coming in clear? Doesn't matter.
We got.
Can-
Can you call us right back? Just hang up and call right back.
It's that line too, yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Just call us right back.
Me call you back? Is that what you said? Sir?
Yes, yes. Please just call us right back.
Call us back, Joy.
Call back, Joy.
Okay. It's something about that line too.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
looking at butterfly houses.
Oh, yeah.
I still have to get some of those.
Start putting up the birdhouses now, too, because the bluebirds
Yes.
are coming back.
That should be Joy.
Okay,
Oh,
Joy.
you're back from China. Welcome back.
Yeah, well, it was there's a device in here that's got some kind of intermodulation issues with it. I'm gonna blow it up a little bit.
I was just gonna blow me up a little bit. I've been sick. I've been sick for a week.
I'm sorry.
When we well, years ago, you remember the first courthouse reunion that we got together. I was fortunate to be asked to work on that committee.
Yeah, the downtown Court Street. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And they have a website, and I did a lot of research about all the historical places to try to get it generated. We started out with like 700 people, and we're up to like 7,000 now. So there is an article, there is some information about the Pelletier House on that page. She would have to be invited to it. I know that it has been neglected, the Pelletier House, for several years. And it was a very beautiful place. It was right there as you come across the bridge in Jacksonville, across from with a original First Baptist Church. Well, not the original one, but if I'm not mistaken, and I stand to be corrected, I think Bill Justice, the mayor of Swansboro, I want to say his aunt lived there. I think he's kin to those Pelletier somehow, but I'm not for sure.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not for sure, but I need to go back to the page to see the research that I did, because I did the ones it used to be Wantland, Wantland.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
so. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of history in that page that a lot of people are not aware of. That and the only reason I would do it was to try to generate interest. And when back in those days, we didn't have cameras or pictures, a lot of pictures, and so we would invite people, to come, come to that page, and people learned a lot about all these historical things that a lot of people that are not aware of on that Court Street. And Pelletier is one, and I do for some reason, and it seems like someone else had something to do, but you have comments under these places also that tell you different things about these places, like the old Pine Lodge. I mean, it's no longer there. That was down that way. Those types of things. So there is information there for whomever, if and it says I was kin to this person that lived there. So and I want to say Bill Justice, but I stand to be corrected.
Okay.
I'm going to
So
call
he would know a little bit more about it. But
we'll find out.
Yeah, the spring's not flowing very well at all, and the maintenance.
No, it isn't.
No, not at all. And I have a friend that goes down there periodically. That a young man in his 30s, and who's very. And there are a couple of younger people. See, we don't have a historical society any longer, and there are these young people, this new generation that's coming out that does not know a lot about any of these historical sites in Jacksonville. And I had several of them contact me so they could find out more about Onslow County, Jacksonville, Richland, the whole area. And they took an interest in it. And there's one especially that has really latched hold of the Pelletier House. Very concerned. And but anyways,
I'm going to jump in for a minute because there is a historical society is back up in Onslow County.
It's operating again?
It's operating out of the Onslow County Museum. And Lisa Whitman Grice, she is the museum director.
Right.
If you want to know any information, she is an encyclopedia of information. It is amazing what you can get by talking to her. I am so impressed with how much that she knows.
Yes, she does. This was like 5 or 6 years ago, and I think it was between. It seems like the gentleman that ran the museum. I think he passed. It was before he came on.
Albert Potts.
Albert Potts.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, and so there was a lot of stuff going on at the time. Just like I said, it was several years ago, and this was just sort of something that I took upon myself just to sort of generate interest to get people, because Court Street didn't just used to be what Court Street was. We shot roses, roses down there, roses and different things. But anyways, yes, I had spoken with her a couple of times, and but I think it was taken over by. It seemed like someone else ran it before the museum took it over, and I think it was the county, but I'm not positive about that either. I can't remember.
The Historical Society has taken it over.
I think at one time it was Parks and Rec or something like that.
Yeah, the Historical Society and the museum has taken it over.
I've got a book that was put out by them from many, many years ago. I'll dig it out. But I think wasn't Dr. Turlington on that board at one time? He was part of that.
Dr. Merle.
Dr. Merle. You're right. Stratton Merle.
He wrote several books on Onslow County.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this the same Dr. Merle who drowned?
Merle.
Who drowned when he was duck hunting? He fell overboard?
I think Stratton Merle, the
optometrist, right?
Yeah. And he has a couple of books, and I feel like I had a couple of those. But anyways, there's a lot of, like you said, Miss Grice Whitman. I forget her last name.
Whitman Grice.
Yes, that's it. She did have some, but I sort of went into more. She's got a lot going on, and I was just sort of like generating. But I wonder if Billy Justice has some connections to that.
I will definitely get a hold of him today.
I'm not positive, but I think he would know. So I was just going to pass that little bit of info about different. There's a lot of historical sites that are just there, but nobody really is aware of them.
I'll definitely call him.
If people want to get more information about historical sites in the county, more about the Pelletier House and the America 250 celebration for this year, because this America 250 is going to go on for a full year.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's going to be in the different areas of the county.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want more information, you can go to onslowcountync.gov/museum. And that's where you can get a lot more information and visit the museum in Richlands. Again, that's an area that I think a lot of people don't realize that we have that there. And
you're correct.
And the people who are in charge of these different celebrations, the research that they have done to the people that were involved in the founding of Onslow County, the sailors, the merchants, the ordinary people, the people who have done the research, they have really delved into this. And there's
Oh,
going to be a
yeah.
lot of information that the public isn't aware of. And so
Yeah.
I would encourage everybody to go out to all these America 250 celebrations in the
Please,
county.
And did you know Jacksonville was attacked by the Yankees during the Civil War?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the vessel that they used went aground on the way back trying to get out of town. They ran aground, and it's still, remnants of it are still there downriver.
Yeah. by
That water
Sturgeon
is
City.
shallow in places, and they didn't know where the
Yeah.
river channel
Yeah.
was. Whoops.
Yeah.
Hey, they're not the only ones to run aground out there either.
Well, Rachel, you can invite her to that page, and I can accept her. She could go through it to look at some of the stuff
Okay.
that's on there.
Her email address is?
No. I would just need to.
Wait.
No, just
She would
invite us
just need
through
to request.
Facebook.
Oh, just
You
Facebook.
invite her. Yeah. You would. Well, Lee, are you a member of the group?
Yes,
of that
I
group?
am. Yes.
Okay, what you would do is just invite her to that
Right.
group. I would do her name and accept her, and I mean,
Okay.
it might help.
Was
There
it
might be something there.
downtown Court Street? Here it is. That's the
Court
event.
Street, Court.
Court
All
Street
right.
downtown or downtown Court Street, whatever it is.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Yeah.
different stuff in there, a bunch of everything.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the information.
Oh,
Invite.
We're going to
And-
have,
and
I think,
Lisa probably has it also, but
yeah. Yeah. I think
People
Lisa is
that
going to be
connect.
there. Lisa's going to be there on the 21st.
Okay. Good.
She's going to help do tours through the house, talk about the history of the Pelletier house, history of the area.
You just got
So-
invited.
So it's
yeah,
it's going to be really good.
that's good. Because one of my friends that goes there and visits for lunchtime goes down there, and he wanted to get some people together for a work day or try, to get it back where it needs to be going.
Well, it has been. They have worked on it. It is, I think, better than it was in the last few years. So it is getting some love again.
Good. I'm going to go down there.
Yeah, it is getting
It's a
some love
beautiful
again.
Place.
Oh, I appreciate what you're doing. That sounds really good because,
Except for
like I said, the history's not there just for the like 30s, 40s, year olds that are here. They got information on how Jacksonville began.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for what you're doing. We greatly appreciate that, the hard effort and the work you're putting into it.
You guys need to get out there to the farmers market here too. They got lots of stuff going on.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's my little bit of info. There might be a point of contact about Pelletier or Bill Justice, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will
Okay.
call him today.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a blessed day,
Thank you,
Joy.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Joy.
Blessed day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're already past February 28th, which was your family free day. Then you have a gathering of voices. Onslow County Museum invited panel guest curators to talk. I'm just looking real quick and see if there's anything right here that you could tell us about. But yes,
She'll be busy.
Yep, I put the links, everybody.
For you who do say, hey, there's nothing to do around here. Well, get out and learn something about the local history. If you just
Right.
moved here, you're here on assignment or whatever. These are some things you can do even when the weather is not so good. You can
Yeah.
go to the beach. It's
We-
okay. We got something else other than the beach in Onslow
Yeah.
County, believe it or not.
And if you've never been to the museum, it is fascinating. It is fun to learn about the history.
I haven't been there lately. Have they? Did they ever set up the ham station, or do you know? There's one of the older hams around here, a good friend of mine.
I don't know.
I don't remember
his
seeing
equipment
it.
was donated by his son 4 or 5 years ago because I helped him get it together.
Yeah.
And they were going to set it up, and nobody ever called me to help set it up. So I don't
No.
know. I doubt if it was ever set
Yeah.
up. So there's a bunch of old equipment that's sitting out there.
Yeah. But it's
We need to take that on as a
yeah.
project with a club. We just got there and set it up for him.
Yeah.
Because Ben was, he was well known in the area.
We have a funny story. Apparently some ghost hunters said, had a Facebook thing and said that they had gone to the Pelletier house and that you could hear footsteps
you it's real.
going up the stairs. Well, there was no stairs to the second floor because there was never a second floor.
Well, they were at Barbara Humphrey's place the other night. Now
Yeah.
you watched that. She's telling me about all the stuff that's been happening in there, and I'm like, "You're on your own. I'm not coming down." I watched it live, and Tom can tell you, he heard the woman say, "He beat me." The ghost said it, didn't it? Yeah, Tom knows. Tom, it was wild. But she said she'd be in there and just, and other employees have witnessed things just flying off the shelves for no reason.
I could tell stories about
Stop it.
when I was working in the hospital in the OR at night.
Oh, did you ever go up to like what was it, the sixth?
Well, no,
floor
this was in
something?
Oklahoma,
Oh.
but no, we had one on the second floor in a specific room.
They had
But-
one upstairs at Hallsville. They
They
said
had
don't
one
go up
in the
there.
old jail in New Hanover County, and they had captured it on video. And I have a picture of the still frame of the video that they
Yeah.
had surveillance one night.
I'm gonna get this guy
This-
to come on the show.
This was
Yeah,
a former jailer that died up there.
yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what they're saying. They had it as a ghostly looking image captured on the video
I'm gonna
surveillance.
send it
Yeah.
to you.
You know, I would be in the operating room and it would be quiet.
The headless guy?
No, that was in the Mako. That was the Mako.
That's the
light.
Mako light.
I got a record of 45 of a guy that I knew who got a record about the Mako light.
Yes, I sent you that thing from the other night. That
Okay.
live ghost hunter from the other night.
But the
Get
extension
him on the show.
master gardeners are going to be. We're getting into our busy season,
Yes.
but April 24th is the biggie with the plant sale. But the Pelletier House is
That's
just
gonna be a good
really
event.
important.
Yep.
I mean, this is going to be a
Yes.
great
We got to
celebration.
put that on our calendar to make
You-
sure we keep talking
I've
about
got it already on the calendar.
you
I
can-
went ahead and put it in
Yeah.
a week in advance.
And you can learn how they would do their little kitchen gardens.
it. Oh, yeah.
So they didn't have to, because I mean, you couldn't really go to the store and get a lot of stuff that you needed, or you would have to go to the store every day because you didn't have refrigeration. You didn't have any way of keeping
One of the things
things.
that I've always wanted to do is put over the kitchen windows, because the sun comes up over here, and you got double windows out there. A box outside that, this nothing but glass all the way around it.
Yeah.
You could open the windows, get a little heat in too. Except in the summertime, you don't want to do that. But put your little herbs and whatever in that little window
Yeah,
box.
so you can just open
What
the
they call it, a
and
window box,
grab your
right? And
stuff.
trim stuff off, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Some lettuce or
Yeah, and
Other herbs.
that's what this is going to be. This is going to be the same
See, that would be
concept.
such a cool little deal.
Yeah, so people can learn how to do it, you know, and why they would do it at this.
Well,
you
I
know,
just
during this time.
ordered some butterfly houses. You made me think about it.
Also, some bat houses.
Bat houses. We're actually going to have a couple bat houses for sale
Oh, really?
Have
out
my
at
neighbors
at
for
the
that.
plant sale.
Yeah, I'm gonna
bats-
get that.
Bats eat
Mosquitoes.
a lot of mosquitoes.
1,000 a night
They eat
per
like
bat.
10 times their body weight in mosquitoes, and you have to figure out how little a bat weighs.
Yeah,
That's a lot of mosquitoes.
They they say the report is a bat, an adult bat, will eat 1,000 mosquitoes per night. If you know when they
Yeah.
fly out. I'll take that.
And
I
they're,
can't even kill that many.
and they're really neat to watch as they zigzag around the.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to have them dive bomb us when we would go out and swim at night in the pool.
Oh, yeah,
was your hair.
yeah, they'd be drinking water.
My daughter and I, we'd be out in the pool and they would be dive bombing us.
No, they're going after the water.
Well,
Because
Okay.
I used to have a pool in Oklahoma, and we'd sit out there, and the bats would come along and skim, and they would get a drink.
well
And
why
go
do they
up.
have to do it while we're in there?
Because you're
Sort of-
probably making ripples; they can see it better.
Okay.
They see by sound, and the ripples create the sound. Just seriously, lets them create the echo, because when they shoot the sound,
It was
down,
always
bounce
fun
back.
trying to avoid them.
Yeah, no, they weren't going after. They don't nest in hair.
Hey,
Tom wants to know, did they have a kitchen in the house when it was built, or did it have a kitchen house out back, the Pelletier house? Do you know?
I'm not sure. That would
Most
be a
of them
good
in that area
question.
had a separate kitchen in
Yeah,
case it burned down.
yeah, and it could have been in the area that burned.
Mhm.
But these were all things that if you go on the website for the museum,
Mhm.
you can send questions to Lisa Whitman Grice. And like I said,
yeah. She's been in before, but it's been a while since we had her.
she is just I can't believe all the information that she
She's-
can just pull out of her
Mhm.
head. I mean, it is amazing.
Okay.
We're gonna have to do that. I'll give her a call too.
Yeah.
Carol, thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Lots of good information.
Always
More
so much fun.
other than
Wow.
just the plants. And we'll get you into, because I know that one of the biggies around here, we all like to grow squash. And the squash plants look so good when they're growing, and then all of a sudden the little stuff comes up, and then they start dying.
Yeah, because of the squash board.
Yes.
Yeah, they got mine
And I
last
know
year.
you can get in there, you can take a knife, you can go in, you can cut, then you repair it. There's got to be a better way to prevent them from ever getting there.
Well, companion plants is one of them
Yeah.
to keep the bugs at bay. You know, the smell, marigolds, onions, chives,
Okay.
things like that.
Mhm.
Some people swear that if you put a small piece of aluminum foil up the base from the ground, up the stalk about 4 inches,
Really?
then it keeps the borer beetles from actually getting into the plant.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
But
that's
you got to start that
interesting.
down there around the sand, though, because
Yeah.
they'll start down there. That's where they start.
yeah, but they go in through the stalk above the ground.
Yep.
So if you can protect that.
Interesting. Yes, we need some more spring gardening tips. And I just ordered my butterfly houses because I never think about it unless I see you.
Well, you need
I
to
was
get
like, "Ah,
milkweed because I had milkweed out. My whole front garden was filled with the butterfly weed, which is a type of milkweed.
Right.
And it would just be full of different butterflies, the black swallowtails and the monarchs. And
How many of those, how much do you have to plant?
if you put in 2 plants, you're going to eventually have a whole garden full.
Wow.
Really?
Oh yeah, they spread by seed and by rhizome, so they'll do runners and come up.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't need much, and we're going to have native milkweed, the butterfly weed, and we're going to have some swamp milkweed also,
Swamp.
which is really pretty. I mean, it's a kind of a reddish color. It's really pretty,
Like it.
and it goes quick too.
Right. I know I
So
got
this, folks, when this, what is the 21st of April, right?
24th,
24th
no,
of April.
25th.
25th.
20
One of those dates, 25th of April.
The 21st is the Pelletier
Wait.
House this month.
Yeah. Now, in April, when you get ready to go for that plant sale, this is stuff they're going to be selling. Now, they will sell out on a lot of stuff.
Yes,
You want to be there early. They open at 8,
9.
9.
We go
Be
from
there
9
at
to
8.
12.
Be there at 8. Hang around your car.
Well,
You wanna do whatever.
Be there at 8 and go through the farmer's
You
market.
can do whatever. Go buy your
Yes.
stuff. that you
Walk
wanna eat.
around the
Right.
Discovery Gardens.
You just do something, but be there. You're
28.
part. You'll be
And we're
first
going to
in line.
have children's activities at the
If you want to
plant
buy
sale
a kid,
also.
you can buy
No.
a kid while you're there.
We don't sell kids, sorry.
You give them
Wait a
away free.
minute
No.
A lot of places I see said free kids.
What's the 28th
kids
of this month? You've got me
Right.
totally.
No, the 21st is the Pelletier House.
Pelletier. Okay. Because I've already got the plant sale.
And the 25th of April is the
Right.
plant sale.
Okay. So it's the Pelletier house.
And it's April that the plants are being sold. Got
Yes.
I've got it already. Yes. I started it actually a week early in the calendar for us. So we'll remember that week.
that? Okay, we need to talk about it a lot.
Yes.
But I would appreciate it if I could come back. 'Cause after the
Oh, yes,
7th,
definitely.
I should have a list of what plants we're going to be
Okay,
selling.
good.
Yes. Because I
After
bought
the
some the
7th of
last plant sale.
April.
April,
Yes.
we definitely want a list here.
I
Okay.
bought some that they were tall stems, willowy, and had like purple on the end. They were really pretty. They died at winter. No, but they were so pretty. I want to get some more. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, like I
so-
said, we propagate from our Discovery Gardens, and those are plants that grow well
that's
in
pretty
this
cool.
area.
Yeah, maybe they'll come back up. I thought they were perennials, so maybe they'll come back
Yeah.
up. I don't know.
A lot of them, you have to wait till it gets
Yes.
warm enough and you'll start
Right,
seeing them
right.
again.
But I bought some nice plants to go in the garden to help with the bugs, you
Yes.
know, and what they advise me. And there's advisors out there, they'll tell you this is what you need. This is
Yeah.
your choices you can choose from. And so I racked up that morning.
Yeah. Well, if you go to the NC State website
Yes.
and look up the plant toolbox,
Mhm.
that is a plethora of information
Yes.
on what plants you can grow, how to grow them, when to grow them, how to take care of them, and all that. So definitely
Cool.
go to the NC State
Right.
plant toolbox.
Okay.
Yes.
Carol, thank you.
Very much.
You're welcome.
Great
Thank you.
information.
Great information. I'm ready for spring.
All right. Tomorrow, you know who we didn't have? We're going to have Chris.
We're going to
Miller.
have Chris Miller tomorrow.
Yeah.
He has to move to Friday,
Well, yeah,
so
Good. Well, that's
whatever
Chris-
he wants,
Chris
he
tomorrow.
gets.
Top time, and we'll get everything sports. There's
Yes.
a lot of folks you don't realize it, but there's a lot of sports still going on here in Oswego County.
Yes,
local
there
stuff.
is.
All right, and
Lacrosse.
because I just looked at a
Was it
whole bunch of things.
Baseball starting now, or is it softball? Baseball.
And then we're
Nice.
we're getting ready for the spring session and spring and summer session of
Mhm.
baseball. The Ospreys are coming. They're coming
Yes.
back to town.
Yes, I
Okay.
need to call Ellie.
So we need to get Ellie in here. We'll be talking with him about that as well.
Yes.
All right, Carol, thank you.
You're welcome.
Talk to you on the radio.
Thank
All right,
you.
you're live and local Real Talk,
It's tonight.
where we are always awake. We're never woke. Y'all be good. See ya.
Have a blessed day.